Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damning out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field, saw it in my eyes, it was the time.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Trubisky. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky being chased out left. And he fit. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Wait, 20.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Maverick.
Kill.
Blue drop, Porker.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
180.
54. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Shell.
Tighten up. Mike's 54.
From his goal line here, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I'm coming for you, son.
Turbo's up.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Maverick. Turbo's up.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Sick value 1.
Check 52. Check.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Like 20.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Spot.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I, and this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go, team. Red, go. 58, come on.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run. It's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. 180. 54.
On 2nd and 12. Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Ford. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
58, right over there.
Now Trubisky. And this one caught by Max Williams. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Steps away to his left. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's got his man, Boyd. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Crunch time, defense.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Oh yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
Hey, 76, 76.
54,
76,
54.
Five.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Johnny Hekker now. as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
Lock in. Undercut.
They go play action with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Lock in.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. That's caught at the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 32-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Check the backer.
Red, touch. Back.
10th carry now for Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Put up. 180.
March 56.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Check 3.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
59. You ain't going nowhere. Whip.
Hey, ball.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm trying to collect. You go tight. You got it. Shell. Ric Flair. Bravo. 55.
Now it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Move.
They'll run it with Olawale. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defense...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Goff, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Take 4, take 4. Shit, shit, shit. Quick dance, quick dance.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Alert, 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 alert.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that's Elliott, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about it?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 21.
76.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54.
After the interception, here's Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and 9, Goff. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Get it up. 180.
I'm here all day. Watch time, watch time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Ball.
Check 26.
Alert, 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 alert. Yep. Yep.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Goff looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw is gone. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 34.